Now let's talk about the central bank. After the Second World War, it was decided by all countries that they must have an institution which should regularize and which should act as a supervisor and check the various banks or the financial institutions in the country. So this gave birth to what we call the central bank of the countries. It is an apex body of all the financial institutions, and it is the one which acts as a governor to the machinery of credit. Well, in India, the central bank is the Reserve Bank of India, which does various functions and is the supreme body in the financial arena. The various functions of this central or the Reserve Bank of India are, if I say the first one is issuing currency. All these central banks of the world have the first and the foremost function as issuing of currency. It is they who keep a check on the issuance of currency, that is, they act as a custodian to the currency in circulation by keeping that much of gold reserve in the bank. So, they are the ones who are responsible for issue of how much of currency in the market. The second function is that it acts as a banker to the government, and also we see that various governments, whether the central government or the state government, whenever they need money, loans, advances, they look forward to the central bank because it is only this bank which can supply or which can cater to that huge loans that they are looking forward to. The third function of the central bank is it acts like a banker's bank and also keeps a supervisory check on them. That is, all the lower banks have to take all the instructions and also take loans or other such credits from the central bank, and the central bank acts as a supervisor, that is, it checks that whether they are working in a right method or not. So, it acts like a person who, or acts like a body which keeps a check on all such workings. The next important function of the central bank is that it acts as a controller of credit and money supply. That is to say, how much money has to be given out and the money supply which is there in the market, if its face value and the intrinsic value is what it should be, is also looked after by the central bank. Then is it acts as an exchange of control. That is, whenever there is an exchange in terms of foreign money, that is done by the central bank. In a sense, they are the ones who decide upon what is the value of what in the Indian market. That is, for example, how much is the value of dollar as on today, how much is of the euro, that's decided by the central bank, that is exchange control. Then it acts as a tender for the last resort. That is, when all the money has finished in the lower banks and they are looking for some kind of money, funds, loans, deposits, then they look forward to the Central Bank of India. And of course, the most important function is the collection and publication of data. They are the ones who keep collecting the data on various finances, organizations, dealings, happenings in the country, and they are the ones who are responsible for publishing it and also advising various banks on how they should go about, what are the various notes, what are the various terms and conditions, what are the new terms which have come, and so on.